Breakfast, lunch, and dinner cooking. I am going to be making some chocolate raspberry bread. So here we go. I've been craving chocolate, so I'm going to fulfill my craving. I'm going to start out with 2.5 cups of, I like to use organic flour. And then I am going to put in 3.5 teaspoons of baking powder. This is kind of my banana bread recipe. And I'm going to put in probably 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1.5 teaspoons of salt, believe it or not. Because with that much flour, you kind of need that much salt. And then I'm going to add 3/4 cup of baking powder. Cocoa powder. I want it real chocolatey. What I do when I crave this stuff is I put it in the, oh, I didn't turn my light on, sorry. I cut it up and I put it in the freezer so that when I got my craving, I can, and then I'm going to put in 1 cup of sugar. And I am going to stir that all around just to get it mixed. Sorry I haven't been doing too many videos, but I have had a wonderful summer in Michigan. I'm so glad to be home. And then I am going to add 1 cup of milk and 1 egg. And probably 1/2 cup of oil. I usually don't do that much, but I don't have bananas to give it the moisture. And then I'm going to add some vanilla. Probably 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. And I'm going to mix that all up. Make sure I get that yolk mixed in. I'm going to add another egg. Needs a little more moisture, it looks like. And that'll be good, it'll give me more protein. We'll see if that's enough. If not, I'll add a little bit more milk. Like I said, I'm using my banana bread recipe, but not making banana bread, so. Okay, I'm going to add just a little bit more, maybe 1/3 cup. Well, you know it's my recipe, guys. I didn't copy anybody else, so. All right. That should do it. And then what I'm going to do, which will moisten it up, and I want to be really, really gentle with these. I've got my washed raspberries, and I'm going to gently fold those in. I've got them washed and rinsed. It's probably about 1.5 cups. And I just want to gently fold those in because I want you to be able to see them. I just thought chocolate raspberry sounded so yummy. Yeah, they're breaking up a little bit. But anyway, I've got my buttered loaf pan here. And I am going to taste it. I know it's raw egg, but I always like to taste it. Tastes perfect. Okay. So now I'm going to put this in my loaf pan. And I'm baking this on 350 for 70 minutes, but I am going to watch it. Oh, this is going to be so yummy. I think those raspberries will give it just a little bit of tartness to go with the chocolate. And then what I do is I always kind of just do a little ditty like that, just to make it a pretty loaf. Okay, I am going to put this into a 350-degree oven for 70 minutes. I like to turn the ring light off so I'm not blasting the circles in my glasses. Anyway, so this is going in the oven, and when it gets done, I'll get right back with you. Okay, it's coming out of the oven. Look at that. My beautiful chocolate raspberry bread. I am going to let this, turn my oven off. Let's see if I can shake this out of there. There we go. I am going to let that cool for about an hour, and then we'll slice it. I'll get right back to you. So now it's cooled off. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to slice this up. What you want to do is you always want to smell your board and make sure you don't have an onion smell on it or anything. But look at that pretty bread. And what I'm going to do, since this is for me, I am going to take it and put it, wrap it in some parchment paper here. I'm going to leave a piece out for myself. Like that. And then what I do to make things so that they stay good is I'm going to put this in my parchment paper and wrap it up. Wipe my hand off here. Wrap it up like so. And then you want to put it in some aluminum foil. You don't want to wrap it just in aluminum foil because, I don't know, I just don't do that. And then I'm kind of goofing this up, but this is just for me. So what I do then is just take it like so. Oh my goodness. I'll get another piece. And then I just take out a piece at a time for myself, you know? And I put that right in the freezer. So anyway, that was my little, let me get that light off. So I hope you enjoyed my little video, my chocolate raspberry bread. If this wasn't just for me, I probably would have made like a chocolate glaze with like the cocoa powder, butter, and powdered sugar. But it's just for me, for when I've got a chocolate craving. And well, that doesn't look nice. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, there's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it. Love Lord with all your heart. Till we meet again. And go America. I'm an American patriot. After tasting this, I would add at least a cup of chocolate chips to it. It's good, but it needs a little more something. So that was my little added tip.